Hey guys, welcome. Now we're back at the desk for a quick story time, as this is part 2. We can't not have some information from these beautiful oracle cards that are connected to the tarot. Are she a guidebook? They're an astrology guidebook. Saturn, truth. As she has planted, so does she harvest. Such is the field of karma. The Saturn card says that it may feel bad now, but it's going to be resolved. Saturn is the planet of the Reaper, the Lord of Karma. And this rainbow planet represents what is tangible and solid in our lives. The Greeks called Saturn Cronus, and Cronus was the father of Zeus. In astrology, it's often referred to as the god who ate his own children, because the energy of this planet seems to show no mercy. But Saturn is not exactly cruelty, it simply points out what is true and what cuts away what is delusional or no longer useful. And from part 1, we know that, because Saturn is the gas planet and it will just bring you into the atmosphere and either rip you apart or you're gonna get pushed away by the wind in the storm if we're even making it, right? But we are imagining. That's what we're doing. We're children in wonder. We're imagining so we can create. When the Saturn card represents itself, know that you're being challenged. It's time to make it or break it. Life may seem harsh and restrictive. You are facing an enemy who may even be yourself. Saturn shows us at times it's our better interest not to have those things we want. And that if we were to have them, they could lead us to our destruction. And that even ties back to what we were discussing, even about, rocking the black diamonds from Saturn. Yes, our material items, we've come accustomed to loving them, but they're not really what matters and they're not what sustains. We have to do what's right for Mother Earth. We have to do what sustains. And if our material items are hurting, we really need to, ourselves and the planet, we really need to start questioning what our morals are at, what our ethics are at, how are we going to shape shift into the future and build a better tomorrow. And this is really the true message of Saturn. It's a time to realize diligence in a time of sorrow and hopelessness, sticking to what you believe in and adhering to your goals. This is a period in your life that emphasizes toughness and work. It's all about not giving up and following through. It also deals with the power and control, often meaning law and enforcement of military. I was waiting for my dog to finish taking care of himself. On the more positive side, you may meet a fatherly type who will help you advance with your goals. Saturn can sometimes herald the appearance of a sage or a teacher. This will be no small thing and can indicate a mentor arriving just when you are most in need of one. And remember too, the skies is about shifting. We're not perfect. We're shifting into a better tomorrow, and we're just having the positive charge to do better every day, to make a shift, to do what we can. You don't want to start like going extremist and then attacking. And we're shapeshifters. We're lovers. We're freedom fighters. The gift of Saturn is keeping you on your path, helping you face parts of your life you may dread, but you simply must fulfill. They are your contracts towards more solid achievements and a better life. They are your contracts towards a more solid achievement and a better life. That's truth. Circumstances may be harsh for a while, but believe your sacrifices to be worth it. It is a good time to be diligent and not to rush into anything. Whatever you're asking about is likely to take considerable time and not to come about too quickly. And that's when Saturn returns. We know how long it takes to orbit the sun. But It's all about not wasting your life and what you are going to accomplish. And that's really why the Justice card came out. In part one, the Justice card came out. Because that's what this is about. It's our justice. It's the balancing of our karmic scales. It's evolving and connecting to the divine, and we're activating our divine blueprints. And when we balance our karmic scales. Okay guys, I had to fix the lighting because I knew it was off. And you guys couldn't see the cards. And now I'm off. Get my energy back in the flow. All right. So what's the message of our truth? And this is the Three of Swords in the tarot. So we have to deal with our pain. We have to deal with our suffering, our heartache. Couldn't have said it any better. The devil. We have to deal with our shadow selves. We have to deal with our devil energies. And this is all about the creation of the 10 of Cups, the 2 of Cups, the 6 of Cups. And what's in our Ace of Cups. And there's a message in that card. We're going to get it. Because this is what Saturn has everything to do with. Expanding from the devil energies. Healing. Healing. 3 of Wands. Now we're manifesting. And this has to do with solar plexus. So we're going to be shifting. Let's get our message and then we'll continue on. Love these cards. Just going to do my shout out to them now. Beautiful decks. Is the Fool seeing her shadow? The Fool stands holding an orange chalice, yet the surrounding yellow flames indicate that she is making decisions that may burn her. Can she see that her own shadow does not reflect the image we see? Is her brain attempting to ignore this reality? Here is a chakra indication that the message being sent may not be the one being received. Knowing what our shadow is, there is really no need to fear this card. There is no harm in making a choice that may be questionable as long as you course correct as soon as it hits your awareness. Course correction as soon as we hit our awareness to keep ourselves in the flow. The time to look at your motives is now. The hidden forces within us do not define us. While it may feel that options are limited right now, what if they are not? So what if our options are not, but we're just lower vibrational because we're caught in the devil energies, and this is, this messes with our creation, our creative flow, right? Because the sacral chakra is also our creative energy, and that's connected to the cups. Lower vibrational, competitiveness, jealousy, self-deception, violence, cheating, and taking shortcuts. And this is all about understanding we're habitual. So we shift into our healing, right? So if you find yourself like, oh, why did I do that? That felt, Well, that felt, because you just needed to feel that again and then spiral back out. But just course correct. Now you course correct so that you get back into the flow. And that's literally the 3 of Wands here. Because we're going up now to our solar plexus. The card of intentional thought. She sends her emotional energy into the Wands crystal of manifestation. Her focus has calmed the sea of emotions surrounding her. The stars imply the magic has happened, the spell has been cast. Can you ignite all the wands and allow them to light the way to your destiny? Adjust your internal thermostat in preparation for receiving what you desire. Your future is in your own hands. Direct the emotional power discovered in the prior chakra. Harness transformational energy without needing external validation. So you need to harness this external energy without needing external validation. So it's really from within. But the thing is, what it said, the devil energy is, this is the chakra before it, and it's also going to mess with our root. So we need to deal with our root. But the thing is that it says that the cup is the same color as the sacral chakra. Well, that is also connected to the Two of Cups, because the devil energies and the Two of Cups are both the sacral chakra. And this is also having the strength to connect to the cosmos and ground the light. And there's the root. There's the Ace of Cups. Because now look, we're going to put the light within the cup. We're going to know what sustains. And we're going to keep working. It's the eight of coins, and we know we shift back to the 4, because where does our power come from? Does it come from the light, or is it coming from the dark? Do we have 2 negative charges, or a negative and a positive? Because we know if we have 2 negative, we're not a working battery. But if we have a negative and a positive, we now become a functioning battery. And that's going to be the situations within our lives. If we're just always adding a negative with a negative, we're not manifesting. Our abundance is not there. But if we can go within the dark, and that's the energy of the High Priestess, and add that positive charge within the light, that's the functioning battery. Now we're manifesting. And that's, where's our power coming from? Is it 2 negatives or a negative and a positive? And that's what we have to remember here. And it's bringing us back to the Ace, which is dealing with this cup that's in the devil energies. And I love that the shadow does not represent, it's not the same image as herself. It's not her reflection. This shadow is not her reflection. And this is about her reflection. Our reflections and the sacral cord that connects us to that other cup, the reflection of love with those energies. And I believe that that's what we're manifesting here. And we know this is going to connect back to the Two of Wands. And the Two of Wands is connected to the sacral chakra as well. And the 2 is all about what are we calling on when we call on to the angels? What are we calling on when we are forming our emotions? When we're forming them into form here with Mother Earth, are we calling on with responsibility what we're manifesting with the angels? Or is it not? We have to wonder, we have to ask ourselves, is it the charge of the positive charge? And is it for the greater good? Is it sustaining life? And that's the clarity in the 4 of Swords. We connect back to the heart. This is where we find our answer. We need that rest, and we know that. We need the rest, because this is about having the sword of clarity, the sword of the light. And there's the 2 of Swords. And this is the creation of peace from our endings. And it's our endings that create our new beginnings. And look at that, guys. There's the 2 of Cups right there. And through our new beginnings is the 2. And there's the cup that we're discussing, that we are now reflecting back to ourselves because we put the light within the cup. But we had an ending to have a new beginning here. It's right through here, because we let go. We let go and connect to our truths of our heart. And this is connecting. This 8 of Swords is when we no longer create with our negative patterns, our ancestral patterns that keep us lower vibrational. We create with our own patterns here. Patterns that allow us a positive transformation to be our true selves. And it's all connected to the 3 of Swords. We've come full circle. And this is how it connects to the crown. As we know that Saturn it is connected to the crown chakra. There it is. Here's the trickery. We stop tricking ourselves here, because we know we're creating peace, and we create peace we create peace because we're creating the reflection of love within the cup. Because we're being true to ourselves and true to our hearts. And look at that. There is the King of Swords. And now we have the clarity to act with the sword of the light. And look, there's the crown. We go from the Seven of Swords, and we end the trickery and deception within and without. And we activate our truths. We don't give up. We can't give up on the path of the moon, guys. We just don't give up. We don't give up within. This is we don't give up within. We don't give up within to find our true selves. In the moon card here, there is the balance of yin and yang. They both have activated the light within this card. You can see it. The two wolves of the light and the dark are both activated. And it's on the path of the moon. And then we connect back to a heart-centered truth. This is our heart-centered truth now. And it's the princess, so it's a more youthful energy. And there's the sun. And we walk through, we expand. We have now raised our vibration from this space. And look at this, guys. There's the 10 of coins. Circle. We have healed from within because look, here's the Hermit. And this is healing from the devil energies. This is healing from the devil energies. Within this card here, it's connected to the sacral chakra. That's why she's wearing an orange dress. And you can see she's found the light within. She's found her true reflection of the light. And it all happened within, connecting to her heart's desires and passions that reflected her truth, love. And it's all connected to the Two of Cups. And we heal. We heal with the cup. There's the Six of Wands and the Princess of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune. And after that wheel turns and we heal. There's so many heart activations within here. I can feel the transformations of the light. I can just feel the darkness being parted and opening up. It's lit. It's so beautiful. It's so peaceful. Oh, I feel so healed. And there it is. Guys, this is the most beautiful reading I've ever experienced. Thank you, Saturn. The Six of Cups, we restore balance of the cup and we create stability of the light. And this is about creating stability of the light. That's what we're doing. Thank you, Saturn. I want to thank you guys for joining me here. Let's get our message for the moon before I say goodbye. I feel just invigorated, exhilarated. 11th house, friends. And look at that, guys. Thank you. Let me get it up right. Thank you, Saturn. We're manifesting our friend thanks to Saturn. Don't walk behind me, I may not lead. Walk in front of me, I may not follow. Just walk beside me and be my friend. The three graces of faith, hope, and clarity, the bonds of friendship, rely upon support from friends and other associations. Don't attempt to go at it alone. We all need help. The 11th house is all about our connections, our associations, the house of friends, but it's much more than that. It has everything to do with the collective that comes from groups. People who identify and align with each other to make a social change. By combining our energies with others, we can make our world, but more importantly, the domain of others, a better place. The 11th house has much to do with our destiny, what we decide to give up before we leave this earth, our soul's purpose. It deals with the greater good and living up to an ideal. We're not in this world alone. That it is a time to aim higher, a time to go among the broader society, to work with other and share energies. It's a good time to also work on your own. The support of your allies and other groups are necessary. It helps point out how we are all distinct and a reminder that we are unique among groups and friends. Focus on friends that belong to you, you associate with. Achieving your objectives. Pooling your resources with those others may be necessary. It's all about changing our friendships, achieving our goals, our desires. The friendship of lovers and spouses will allow you to attain your dream. This means you are to hook up with the right people at the correct time. Now is all about the people you know and what organizations you associate with yourself with. This is the Three of Cups. And this is all about the collective and everything we do when we heal and meet here to raise the vibes, guys. I want to thank you so much. And you know what? I just feel called to get the moon. I don't know. I'm feeling pulled to get the message of the moon card that we have here. It's like it's making me lose track. The fool learns through light of her shadow side. The path is lit by the moon. Guys, somebody's getting my dogs worked up out there, just putting that car starter on like 52 times. Okay. The moon. And we know we have the moon and the sun here, guys. We have yin and yang. They've shown up to the party. We're in flow. Masculine and feminine. The fool's path is lit by the moon. She travels effortlessly into the dark night of her soul. The wolves guard and guide her as she travels deep into the night. She is not alone, but the path is not without risk. Yet she travels knowing the rewards. The 5th chakra, we are being given a chance to review the message we send out invisibly to the universe. Are we cultivating something that we don't want and haven't yet seen clearly? Here in the full moon, we can see everything. We can see where we've come from and what we have. The moon card will light up whatever internal behavior is pulling us off track. Illuminating our darkness can be challenging if we're unable to see what's going on. When we are willing to see what it is preventing us from clarity, we become the master of our own destiny. And that's why we have to reveal truth within ourselves, and that's to have the sort of clarity. And because it's about trusting ourselves and our habits, our unconscious, fears, and psychic prophecies. So we must connect to our gifts. But I really love that the sun is here. Where are you, sun? Right there in front of my face. Look, I love that the 6 of Wands was parting open to the sun. The Fool has achieved because she sends her thoughts out to the universe, and the sun illuminates the true chakra energy. She wears blue, indicating the activation of her 5th chakra. In the Chariot, she carries her dreams, but could it also contain her legacy? The Fool has achieved what few others can. She has evolved through her past challenges and now celebrates her heritage. She can acknowledge her own path and set out in a new direction. What lies ahead is richer though, knowing that she has survived and honored what has come before. The Sun card is an awakening you could be here to celebrate. Take a moment to thank your ancestors whose energy went into your survival. You can only attract and sustain what you have appreciated from your heritage. Belonging, child, vacation, joy, optimism, accomplishment, and acceptance. And I feel as though now we've come full circle officially, and I want to thank you guys. This is everything that when School for the Fool was started now a year ago today, that this was all about. And I want to thank my father who has passed on, and I know how much this path means to me. And that you guys join me here to share your light. As we are building with our light, as we are keepers of the light, and there's so much beauty and humbleness within this, the positive charge of healing. And also the love, it's the love. It's the love for the people that we love that keeps us going. Thank you guys. Take care.